Since the dawn of man, the wallet has found itself employed by people around the world to carry and safeguard their personal possessions. That is, if you didn't lose it, something this guy never has a problem with. Over thousands of years, wallets have evolved from simple leather pouches carrying a limited amount of cash to sophisticated electronic devices capable of transferring money anywhere around the world. Over the course of cultural evolution, the original money bag has branched into diverse species. The humble mail wallet and the versatile woman's purse, capable of storing anything, including the kitchen sink. To better understand and appreciate the role the wallet played in man's history, we need to travel back in time before the wallet became a necessity of life. Whoa! Let's back up. Stop. In biblical times, before the advent of minted coins, and even before the use of precious metals as a form of currency, bartering was the primary way of carrying out a financial transaction. The most valuable forms of currency in those days were things related to farming, with barley being one of the most prominent means of bartering for goods. Cows were also considered of great value, as they produced milk, meat, hides, and helped with plowing. And let's not forget, cows have been an abundant source of valuable energy up until this very day. Don't underestimate the power of a cow. Starting around 1000 BC, the Chinese and several other places, including Africa and India, began using cowrie seashells for currency. Cowrie was worn as jewelry or used as charms. They are viewed as symbols of womanhood, fertility, birth, and wealth. On the Papua New Guinea island of New Britain, cowrie is still considered legal currency and can be exchanged for kina, the currency of Papua New Guinea. Even the classical Chinese character for money originated as a stylized drawing of a cowrie shell. The use of metals in cowrie allowed people to carry their money in a pouch or bag. However, very few bags have survived over the last 3 to 4 millennia. The oldest known purse to be found was that of Ötzi the Iceman, who lived around 3300 BC. Because Ötzi's remains were found almost intact on the cold Swiss Alps, the purse remains mostly intact till this day. Another purse, discovered in 2012 in Leipzig, Germany, dates from 2300 to 2500 BC. It had over 200 dog teeth adorning it. Just imagine turning one of these into one of these. Well, my dog approves of it. Minted coins began to appear sometime between the 5th and 7th century BC. No, not these ones. Correct. This coin, a Greek drachma from Aegina, an island off Greece, dates between 550 and 700 BC. A drachma was worth approximately a day's wage for a skilled worker. When the Romans began minting their first coins, they minted them in or near the temple of the goddess Juno Minetta, who was known as the protector of one's valuables. The English word money is derived from her name. For the next 2,000 years, coins would become the dominant form of currency around the world, and the purse carrying them would remain more or less the same up until the 17th century. Alongside coins, the Chinese introduced paper banknotes around 806 AD that continued up until 1455. Then, for several centuries, they suddenly disappeared. It was during the Renaissance period that the fine art of embroidery began to influence a diversity in the styles and shapes of purses. Around the year 1670, men's breeches, what we call today pants, were made with built-in pockets, which caused them to stop carrying purses. As a result of this, purses then began to be associated with women. It remains a mystery why pockets weren't invented thousands of years earlier when man began wearing clothes. The pocket became the precursor to some of man's greatest inventions. Then, in 1834, when the word wallet, as we know it, came into existence, Charles Babbage, as I was saying, Charles Babbage designed the world's first computer that he called the difference engine, and the world has never been the same ever since. In the 1950s, the credit card came into existence and dramatically began to alter the way money was used, the amount carried, and ultimately the shape of the wallet. With the need to carry less cash, the credit card's small and thin design paved the way for the next big thing. Thus was born the wallet we now know. Finally, in 2007, Apple introduced the iPhone. The transition from desktop computers to handheld computers had begun, and with it a wealth of software applications that made it possible to eliminate the need for cash altogether. Not only is the smartphone capable of carrying out a financial transaction, it has the ability to let you carry things like photos, music, and videos. While smartphones have not entirely replaced wallets, it is only a question of time before they do. And for those of you who find it hard to imagine life without one, there's always the smartphone wallet. The hybrid that lets you carry your smartphone while giving you that good old look and feel of a wallet. And with less need for leather, cows can finally realize their dreams. So what does the future hold for the wallet? Intel, for one, is working on chips for brain implants where your thoughts will interface with the real world, record video with your eyes, music with your ears, or smell a rose and transmit the scent to your beloved over wireless and have it reconstructed in her brain without her ever having smelled it. Now that's being cheap. And if you need to pay for that bouquet of flowers out of your savings account, in all likelihood, the wallet as you know it today will have disappeared within a few decades, and memories of it will be relegated to museum curiosities. Money and currencies will have vanished, and payment for everything will be entirely digital. The writing is on the wall, or should I say, the grave. The demise of the wallet is inevitable.